Okay, we're going to compute some derivatives using implicit differentiation. First of all, we have x to the fourth plus y squared plus y equals 7. Now we're going to be doing our derivatives with respect to x. So as we get going here, we're just going to take derivatives as we would normally for x to the third power, right? Bring the exponent down, reduce the exponent by 1. Now our variable here is x, so we could put a dx next to this, but that means the same thing as a 1, right? Same thing, numerator and denominator, so we don't really need to include that. Next, moving on to the y squared, we're going to go ahead and say 2 comes down, y to the first power. Because our variable is y, we go dy dx to go with this. Finally, we have y, so its derivative is going to be 1. It gets a dy dx to go with it. And then the 7, the constant on the right-hand side, its derivative is going to be 0. From here, we really want to focus on our variable. We're going to treat as though it's dy dx. So we want those terms to be on one side by themselves, and every term that doesn't have a dy dx to be on the other side. So the first thing I'm going to do is move the 4x cubed to the other side. That'll leave us with 2y dy dx plus 1 dy dx on the left-hand side, and negative 4x cubed on the right-hand side. Now the next thing we want to do is we have our dy dx is what we're trying to solve for. So let's go ahead and pull that out. Think of it as a common factor. So we can say dy dx comes out, and what we're going to have left after we factor that out is 2y plus 1 on the inside. So that if we redistributed, we'd still get the exact same two terms back on the left-hand side. So to finish this up, what we want to do is isolate that dy dx. Well, it's being multiplied by the parentheses, the 2y plus 1. So let's go ahead and divide both sides by 2y plus 1. So on the left-hand side, after a little bit of simplifying here, the 2y plus 1s get to cancel out. We're going to be left with our derivative dy dx on the left-hand side is going to equal that negative 4x cubed, all divided by 2y plus 1. So I hope this helps out as you're working on implicit differentiation. Just be careful making sure you always include a dy dx whenever your variable is y, and that you get that on one side all by itself to finish it up. Good luck.